Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a Sergeant Metaurus build for Space Marine 2 patch 13. Now, this patch has finally given us the full fit of Sergeant Metaurus. We have an Iron Halo for him now, finally, after like a year plus, and because of that, I'll be building a heroic Power Axe build around him today. So first up, we're taking the Incarmine Axe. This one is a little bit underrated in my opinion. The Relic Tier option for block is also very strong, but where this one kind of shines is in utility for like double the speed, bad amounts of cleaving potential, and the strength is okay too, but this also opens us up opportunities to take stuff like restoration, so we'll be building around that today. So first up, I take the perk down here, Perpetual Strength, melee damage increases by 5%, moving here to the perk Coup de Grace. The last strike of a light combo deals 25% more damage, moving here to the perk Perpetual Strength again, into the perk Counterattack, riposte for double riposte damage on our power backstep overhead strike. Then we go through here into the perk Hard Target, the perk Tactical Retreat for power backstep wave, dealing 25% more damage. Then I go up here into the perk Power Wave. Power Backstep Wave, it damages even more enemies. Now in patch 13, they also buffed up the Power Axe to actually hit the proper amount of enemies on the Power Wave, because apparently before, the Power Wave of your Power Backstep was not hitting the proper amount of enemies, and now it hits a ton. So like, the cleaving potential up here is doing a lot more work than you would expect, so really powerful perk option. And the final perks here are my Nora Slayer and Restoration for Armor Restore, though alternatively you could pick up like Cleaver over here into stuff like Rebound, or like go all the way down for stuff like Discharge if you want to. That is up to you. This is my build today. Now for the secondary, I do take the Firepower Plasma Pistol. Now, the common shot damage of the Plasma Pistol in patch 13 got buffed, and it's actually pretty damn strong at recovering your contested health now. This weapon's pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. And the gun strike damage here is also the highest of the relic tier options, so pretty good for our build. Now, for the perk tree, I do start off here with the perk Plasma Collection first. This weapon's energy reserves increase by 25%, excuse me, 20%. Moving here to the perk Rapid Cooling, then we pick up Plasma Collection again, into the perk Blast Radius, Perpetual Velocity, down to the perk Plasma Collection again, and we go all the way down the bottom row of Blast Radius into Retaliation and Divine Might. Now, when you take all of these damage perks, your contested health recovery on a common shot is quite high, and honestly, you're not losing a ton by like not taking efficient charge, because you're actually more ammo efficient even with this perk on common shots for damage and like just charge shotting, so a really good build setup for this in my opinion overall. Now for the perk tree here, we do take Intimidating Aura first. A perk time parry deals AoE damage with a 5-meter radius. The cooldown is 5 seconds. I mean, this perk is perfect for block weapons, so Incarmine Axe being a block weapon, pretty much a perfect synergy here. Then we move here into the perk here, Scramble Targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, it will take 25% less damage from ranged attacks. But then I pick up the perk Steel Within. This perk is incredible on the Bulwark class for a lot of builds, because without any damage reduction, you kind of get cooked on this guy sometimes. Like, even with a 30% increase to your starting HP, having at least one damage reduction perk, that'll make you substantially more tanky, so you definitely want to pick this one up if you're not taking Conviction. But if you really want to, you could take Armor Reinforcement, or like maybe even Defensive Advantage, but on this build, I think Steel Within is just the best pick. Next perk here is Focus Restoration. Every 30 seconds, all team members automatically restore 1 armor segment. 1 armor back to you every 30 seconds, or 1 armor back to your entire team every 30 seconds is incredible in this game. A 30-second cooldown may seem like a lot, but like this comes out to a ton of armor, and armor is super valuable for damage capping, so for that reason, we pretty much always take this, though alternatively you could pick up Advanced Conditioning. Next perk here is Purity of Purpose, because Sergeant Metaurus has, a purity of purpose, or something. Either way, the banner deals damage over time to enemies with zero effect. This just puts out a shock nade around your banner, and it will wipe out Minoris, deal significant damage to Majoris, Extremis, and even bosses. And I talk about this all the time, that like in this column, Purity of Purpose is just such a value proposition and a perk that rapid regeneration, while being okay, it does cut your banner duration in half, and this one's just way better. Next perk here is Glory Shield. All team members in the banner's area of effect take 20% less damage, and the banner lasts 20% longer. Now this is a pretty obvious synergy where like we take Glory Shield, Inspiration for more damage while our banner's active on top of Purity of Purpose, and you have the full benefit out of all of these because you have a 20% longer lasting banner. So really good for that, which is why we pick all these up. Next perk here is Armor Advance. If you have armor remaining, you do not lose control of heavy hits, cannot be knocked back. I mean, this is like the fundamental crux of your no knockback on this build. Now, Defensive Mastery is currently bugged, so we're not using it, but like even with that being said, on this build you would take Armor Advance, because having at least one source of hyper armor in this game will save your life, so definitely pick this up. Now, for the prestige perk options, I do take Resilience first for more Medicaid stim HP, though alternatively you could pick up like Auxiliary Reload if you wanted to. And the perk I would always pick up, regardless of these, is Overcharge for held and charge attack damage being increased by 20%, because this is a 20% multiplicative melee damage bonus. And also, this perk is one of the best melee perks in the entire game. It's just built into your prestige perk tree, so like this will dramatically increase your damage on like pretty much every weapon on this class, so definitely grab this one. And the final two perks are pretty standard with Powerful Shot for 20% more range damage, and this definitely helps out our Plasma Pistol CHP recovery. And the final perk here is, of course, like the best CDR perk in the entire game for this class with Masterful Defense. And that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, Sergeant Metaurus is a pretty famous character in Space Marine 2 at this point. This guy's probably going to be in Space Marine 3 as well, and we can finally make his proper outfit. So hopefully this build guide helped you, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye.
Close ranks and hunker down. Tarry not and scatter not. Galaxy's the glory.
I'll say the Carbine Axe is super underrated. This thing's actually pretty good. This is definitely like it's like the perfect side grade to the Relic Block Axe. It's like, it's distinctly good at something else. Like, Block Axe is pure damage with like not super amazing horde clear, and this one's a lot more utility. Also gives us access to that armor regen. I hate snipers in this section. Holy fuck.
The Imperium provides. No doubt. Here comes the Trigon. Crush the ravenous brood. The foe wants battle. Unite! Tyranny. Astartes is high. This foothold is a bulwark against the fire.
There's a lot of snipers out there.
Rally and relocate, brothers.
I don't have to deal with that.
A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Understood, Lucas. The lift is within our sights. Give us the great
This is the only part of exfiltration I'm not a big fan of. This intro portion. Especially when it sends you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 range enemies. Awesome. More than that actually. Even more. Oh, even more. Beautiful.
I have transmitted no authorizations.
I think fun in Space Marine 2, I think it's endless of hours, fam.
Transport lift status. Ceases is every movement, brothers.
Go! Regroup on the lift! This galaxy's not yours!
There we go.
Keep going forward!
Ignoel welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Something is amiss with this servo skull.
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Use the default keybind to adjust a little bit. All I changed in this game was the aim key, the mouse 4.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Maker's biologists.
Do you know what Gallio and Nutrient achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you ever speak to him.
Mere words of a reprogrammed servo skull, nothing more.
Without Ignoel Nutrient, be dead by now.
Nothing about that servo skull sat right with me. The servo skull is of little concern to the object. No Trigon shall compromise our object. Before the day's end, it shall die at our hands. You failed that hope. Our adversary wishes to renew their assault. Deny them any advantage.
Oh, it's not my point there. Oh man, we love spawn lines.
That silence intimidates fire. Gunbeast! You must not be allowed to fire. Our banner awaits unfurled. Xenos fate will no longer trail us.
This is the wrong path. You must turn back.
What difficulty? It's always absolute. Or hard strats.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with...
Did I make a shield bash spam guide on how to do it quickly? Yes, I have. That is on my channel.
Metrian cannot hope to stand
Along with
against
everything else you would ever need.
so she will lie and
Also, guys on the
storm
YouTube side,
the
if you have
Xenos
not come over to Switch for drops, instantly drops are going till June
She
11th.
has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give
They're actually doing a
her
super
zero
long campaign
credibility
this
for the
time.
mission's sake. And your own
Usually they only go for like 2 weeks, but this time we've been here since May 21st.
Statis. The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Find the melter ordnance with dispatch. Cleanse those Xenos passages! Melter will purify their fetid tunnels with the melter charges.
Gallia knows nothing of the shadow in
Xenos writhe and burn in their own fetid trench. Keep scanning for signs of the Trigon.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to fuse of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation
your
for
righteous
far
weak is a
longer.
beacon to the tyrannies.
How far you have fallen, Noel, that I must drag you back into the light.
Recently, the hard strats are harder than absolute. Yeah, they are. Actually, I have a whole game mode guide as well, if you're curious about that. It goes into all. That's also the new player guide. They'll give you all the percentages on that, if you are curious.
The truth of my thoughts. I am but a humble brain
Here are all the game modes.
patched into a mind.
The only part's like a little out of date siege mode, I think, but
What reason exists to pull me from recording biomass coalescence data firsthand? I pose no threat to Gallia or the Imperium, even if I should fall.
Disconnect her synaptic tethers from the facility command terminals. Stand firm. I expect her to route Xenos to assault your locus.
Dig in and defend! Skittle this way, that is no order. Feel your mind. No so commencing signal sequence. Leaving disruption rings. This console's connection is shut down. Dig in and defend. Darkness
right,
is
the
a
generator
pathetic
thing was up
trick,
there.
thwarted by a power cell. Perhaps we ought to deploy more technology in the future.
Beseech you, Gallia, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the might rules, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astarte shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Commencing signal severance. Leaving the disruption radius. Who has eyes on a power cell? Crush the ravenous brood to the hour. Perhaps we ought to deploy with attention in the future. That silenced the tuning fire, shit. This power cell has some charge.
We must take the power cell to the generator.
Alright, it's all the way over here. Oh, or not. It's over here. I'm blind.
This tide of Xenos is ended. One does not forestall justice, Tech Priest.
Futile, impotent waste of gene seed. You trifle with the only hope against the hive mind the Imperium has left.
Ready to deploy. Success! The connection is no more.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender claws of the starter's flesh have accomplished nothing, Gabriel. My machinations are already achieving my designs.
Science, Metrian. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The asset does not seem to have anything left to say.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
Oh, idiot. I think the 5 tier 1s. Not very much, dude.
Galaxies of dawn.
Shit. Alright, awesome Rage Force Sword Warrior walking. Love it.
Follow me through. Xenos Hunter stalks us. Execute that! Let this summit walk! Enemy reserves incoming! Prepare to strike them down! Our glorious blood strikes them down! Crush the ravenous brood! Rarely do operations have a clean exit.
This storm is unrelenting.
Throwing anti-armor. Our boat shall bellow the golden boat's death. How tyranny marked.
Sucks. But, like, now it gives me an nerve throw. I love it. I love this game's director. It's like, oh, you're a bulwark? You get an nerve throw. Oh, you're a stalker bullet rifle tactical? You get 2 card effects. Heard you were trying to have fun. Not loud, this has.
Our banner awaits unfurled. This galaxy's not yours to
Waiter, more sun in the bulwark's eyes, please.
one dead zone. Closer to the
To do this. I don't know what's going. I don't care. Not my problem. Perish. Look at that CHP regen now though on these weapons. He just shot his own neural throat. Nice. Idiot. All brain, he couldn't figure out how to dodge that sniper shot. Fucking dumbass. This. Shit. It's so crazy seeing common shots do anything on this weapon. Look, they're all can't. Fuck this. I'm just gonna go to the boss. They're all just camping me up there. If they want to hop up there, I'm gonna go down here. So as a play for CHP spamming normal shots now, it definitely can be. They're significantly better than they used to be now, so not a bad option at all. Yeah, I think that's with our 30% increased HP here, so common shots actually do a lot on these guns now. Oh, and a relics, we definitely need that. Maybe we will. You never, who knows? Maybe we will. Maybe we will need that.
Ready to deploy.
So they made it so in this patch, if you get damaged at all with going to loadout stations, you will just like get knocked out of it. Keep that in mind. Oh, that's not what I want.
That sprawling abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances, and Metrian's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Grant this monstrosity no quarter.
Aim for the cracks in its chitinous armor.
Use those Xenos passages. Filthy Xenos apparitions. Purge them all. Gun the melter charges atop their moldering passageways. Skitter to the grave. Purify their defensive tunnels with the melter charges. Where should I hate these rancid vermin? But killing them is gratifying.
This boss fight can take so long. It takes too much. Like, see, this portion right here, like, this isn't hard. This is just waiting for the boss to come back up and fight him.
Look for an attack from above.
Trigon kill confirmed.
This isn't hard, so you have 5,000 hours in this game? Yeah, well, I definitely did not have 5,000 hours when I was bodying this boss and the Hive Tyrant. It's just not a hard boss. There's just easier bosses in the game. These take a bit. People were doing that shit to that boss like day one. When it came out anyways. Give the Hive Tyrant.